There is a place within every flame, deep at its heart, where the fire no longer dances, but rests, where light forgets to flicker, and instead just glows. That is where the lantern dreams. You may not have known this, but old things dream too, especially the ones made with hands full of hope, carved in silence. Blessed with breath and intention, the lantern was never lit in the usual way. Not with spark, not with wick. Its light was carved in, not burned. And because of that, its dreams are slow, soft, and endless. Each night, as the cathedral quiets, as the last footsteps fade from stone, the lantern begins to remember. It remembers Corwin's fingertips, calloused and careful, shaping its curves in moonlight. It remembers the word whispered into it, and licked the light that remembers, and so it does. It remembers every voice that ever spoke near it, every wish, every breath caught in a jar, and it holds them. Gently, without judgment. The lantern is not fire. It does not consume. It keeps. Tonight, it dreams of a single feather drifting through its light. The feather belonged to a falcon, once kept by a knight who never returned from war. The knight's daughter had climbed the tower, placed the feather beside the lantern, and whispered, "May his soul find sky again." That was nearly 2 centuries ago, but the lantern still holds the wish, and when it glows, sometimes it smells faintly of wind and freedom. It dreams also of a song, one note played long ago on a red flute, a lullaby from a traveling bard who curled up beside the stairwell one winter's night and played to the stone. The note echoed once, then vanished, but the lantern caught it. It rests inside, looping quietly, a hum beneath its glow, so soft, so kind, you might mistake it for your own heartbeat. You see, the lantern does not forget. Not pain, not joy, not the gentle sadness between the two, when Linnet whispered into it, when the old man returned each year, when the little girl brought her glass jars of breath and wonder. It remembered, and in its stillness, it began to dream of something more, not just holding the light, but being the dream, not just a keeper of peace, but a source. So, tonight, just as you begin to cross that bridge between wakefulness and slumber, the lantern glows slightly warmer, not brighter. No, never enough to disturb, just enough to wrap around your thoughts like wool around your shoulders. Just enough to slow your breath to the rhythm of a cathedral bell sounding once, and once again, in the far-off dusk. If you were to look at the lantern in this moment, truly look, you wouldn't see flame. You'd see a swirl of memory, a curl of moonlight, a single glowing feather spinning in stillness. You'd hear the hum of the reed flute. You'd feel every wish ever whispered to it, not as noise, but as warmth, a soft, ancient warmth, like sun on old wood, like a hand on your hair, like something once lost, found again. So now, dear dreamer, let the lantern glow for you, too. Place your thoughts in the jar of your breath, set it beside the light, whisper nothing or everything. The lantern will keep it safe. Then let go. Let your eyes close. Let the stillness take you. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are not too much or too little. You are simply here, held by light that remembers. And now the cathedral sleeps. The gargoyle watches. The girl dreams. And the lantern glows. And glows, and glows, forever. For Corwin, for Linnet, for you, sleep well. Many seasons have passed, since the little girl left her final jar, since the old man climbed those stairs for the last time. The cathedral remains, as ancient things do, still but never lifeless. Each morning, the bells still chime. Each dusk, the stained glass windows catch fire with light, and each night, the lantern waits. It does not need to be noticed. It only needs to be near. Tonight, a traveler arrives, a pilgrim, alone. His cloak is dusted with the road, his boots worn thin from miles. Walked in, quiet, searching. No one asks why he has come. Not at the inn, not at the gate. He carries no crest, no holy book, no obvious grief, but something about his shoulders, the way they never quite relax, says, "I am carrying something I cannot put down." He enters the cathedral after dark. The doors are never locked. Only the hush greets him, the kind of hush that knows how to listen. He walks the aisle slowly, pausing to touch a worn pew, to gaze at the high vaults, where echoes nest like birds. Eventually, his feet carry him where they must, to the narrow stairwell no map marks. Up and up he climbs, his breath soft against stone, until the candle in his hand dims, and he sees it, the lantern. Still glowing, he stops, draws in a long, uneven breath. It's warm, not hot, not bright, just alive. The kind of glow that doesn't like the world, only eases it. He kneels before it, his cloak pooling around him like water, and for a long time he says nothing, not out loud. But the lantern doesn't need sound. He reaches into his satchel, slowly, carefully, and takes out a small bundle, wrapped in linen, tied with a string. He unties it, unfolds it, and inside, a ring, simple, worn. He holds it in both hands, as if it might vanish if he let go. Then, with shaking fingers, he places it at the lantern's base. No words, just a breath, a long one, released from somewhere deep in the chest. The kind of breath people hold for years, without knowing it. The lantern glows a little brighter, not with fire, but with memory. A meadow, two figures walking, the brush of hands, a quiet laugh, tucked into a summer evening. Then the glow softens again. The pilgrim lowers his head, and for the first time in many nights, he rests. No prayer, no plea, just stillness, and the stone beneath him warms. You see, the lantern doesn't answer questions. It doesn't give signs. It remembers what you can't bear to forget, and holds it for you until you're ready. And tonight, someone was ready. He doesn't stay long. He stands, gently retrieves the ring, wraps it again. Before he leaves, he places one hand against the wall, worn, smoothed by many palms before his, and with a whisper barely sound at all, he says, "Thank you." As his steps fade down the stairwell, the lantern's glow hums, low, steady, not for attention, not for glory, just for those who carry quiet things, just for you. So now, gentle soul, as you drift deeper into this soft, velvet dark, imagine your own quiet thing being laid at the base of that lantern. A memory, a wish, a name. You don't have to explain. You don't have to let go. You only have to rest and let the light hold it while you sleep. Because the stone still listens. The gargoyle still watches. The cathedral still breathes. And the lantern still glows, always, for those who need it.